And a very pleasant hello goes out to you. How you doing? I want to start out by asking you a phrase. You've probably heard it before. It's been around for decades. It's been printed on posters, spoken in commercials, and even repeated in classrooms. I remember that. That phrase is, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Sounds noble, right? Inspirational even. Think about that. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. I remember hearing that phrase as a kid and being confused, deeply confused. I thought, wait a minute. The mind is a terrible thing? Is my mind terrible? Am I supposed to be afraid of it? Am I doing something wrong? No one explained that to me. No one clarified it. So I carried that confusion with me for years. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Not just that phrase, but the power of the language, the way words shape us, and how we, if we're not careful, the things that we say, especially to young minds, can do more harm to that mind than good. Now, what's the problem? Language. Language is a double-edged sword. Language is one of the most powerful tools we have. It builds nations. It starts revolutions. It creates connections. It even creates identity. But it can also create confusion. It can create shame. It can create silence. As adults, we throw around the phrase like confetti, idioms, slogans, cliches, without even thinking about how they land, especially on young minds. But here's the thing. Children are literal. They're forming their understanding of the world word by word. And when we give them the language that's ambiguous or contradictory or out of context, we don't just confuse them. We risk misguiding them. Things that we say like, be yourself, but only if it fits in. Or sticks and stones may break my bones, but words shape how we see ourselves. And the mind is a terrible thing to waste. But we never explain what that really means. Now, what's the impact of all of this? What happens when language fails? When I was young, I didn't have the tools to decode these phrases. I didn't know that adults sometimes spoke in riddles. I thought I was the problem. I thought I was the one who didn't get it. I thought maybe I wasn't smart enough. I thought maybe my mind really was terrible. And that's where the damage comes in. Not just misunderstanding, but internalizing that misunderstanding. Carrying it into adulthood. Questioning your instincts. Doubting your intelligence. Feeling like you are on the outside of language looking in. How did I shift that? What is the shift? The shift is reclaiming truth and clarity. But now, here's what I've learned. I wasn't broken. I wasn't slow. I was just trying to make sense of the world that didn't speak clearly. And now I believe I have the responsibility to the next generation and to ourselves to speak with intention. Clarity is not simplification. Clarity is respect. We need to stop assuming that kids just get it. We need to stop hiding behind clever slogans and start saying what we actually mean. Because when we speak clearly, we empower. When we explain, we include. When we tell the truth, we build trust. Now, what's the call to action? Speak with purpose. So here's my challenge to you. Examine the phrases that you use. Think about how they sound to someone hearing them for the first time. Remember now, the first impression is the lasting one. Speak to children and to each other with clarity, honesty, and care. And if a child asks you, what does that mean? Don't just brush it off. That question is a gift. It's a chance to connect, a chance to teach, a chance to mold and build a mind instead of confusing it. Because words are tools. And we've been handing kids broken ones for way too long. So, in closing, in my mind is not a terrible thing. But wasting its potential with careless language, that is. That's it and that's all. I have spoken.